Primetime Poulton, keep it entertaining. You already know when outworking everybody and he don't ever quit. Talking about plenty comics like Graveyard Shift, Sea Dog, Spike and Whoop, U.S. Assassin, doing just what he loves. This is his passion. Bring more value to your dollar. No, I'm not fronting. That's how just a writer became a moral compass. This is Primetime Poulton. This is Primetime Poulton. Let's go.
What's up, guys? Happy Monday. It's the Moral Compass. Today we got a special guest with us. I'm going to bring him in right now. He's here to talk about his new book, Bloodbone. We got Edwin Acevedo in the house. What's up, Edwin?
What's going on, Mark?
Welcome back to the channel, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah. So we're going to talk your new book, Bloodbone. But first, I'm going to show a couple of my projects. We got Coney Waves in demand on Indiegogo right now. Books are with my pre-press guy. He's just getting the files ready for me, and we're going to send it off to the printer. I think, I still got it. I was making changes to it. Let's not look at that. I shared the wrong screen, I think. Oh, I think we're good now, though. Coney Waves, we're at $15,000. Book's going to go off to the printer any day now. Beautiful covers by Renzo Rodriguez, who does the interior artwork as well. This cover is beautifully painted by ink spots. They make a great combination. And then we got the rainy cover colored by Dexter Weeks. Absolutely beautiful. And then Renzo's gorgeous artwork. Renzo, for the longest time, I thought was my best kept secret in CG, but now he's drawing everyone's book.
Yeah, no, Renzo's great, man. Super talented back.
Yeah, I'm happy for him. He's killing it, and he killed it on Coney Waves. This book is absolutely gorgeous. Got some vampire action going on, but we also got tiki monsters, ghosts, all sorts of cool creatures in this one. If you like fun horror comedies, kind of in line of the Buffy the Vampire Slayer TV show. I actually pitch it as Buffy the Vampire Slayer meets Hawaii Five-0. I think you'll really dig Coney Waves. Besides the main book, we also have a black and white edition with a cover by Chris Graves. Sexy cover. Here's Renzo's artwork, just black and white. Absolutely gorgeous. And then we got the Coney Waves screenplay. Back in 2010, Coney Waves was in development as a live-action TV series. I teamed up with my friend Newt Wallen to write a screenplay that the pilot episode was going to be based off of. We did a huge signing at San Diego Comic-Con with Vampire Diaries' Melise Zhao, who was on board to play Coney Waves. Unfortunately, the project never came to fruition, but I always loved the screenplay, and when I decided to reboot Coney Waves, I wanted to be based off this screenplay. So you can get a copy of the screenplay if you're into that sort of thing. A beautiful cover by Marat Michaels, a longtime friend, Extreme Studios legend Marat Michaels. And we also got Making Waves, The Art of Coney Waves, a 24-page pinup book featuring artwork by Coney co-creator Stephen Sestilli, Chasen Grisham, my late friend Matt Swift, as well as Coney's other co-creator, Dexter Weeks. This is a new piece that he just showed off. Absolutely killer. You can get all this, guys, in the campaign. I'm going to share the link. Oh, right now, Mark Pengren's sharing the links for me. Thank you, Mark. But, guys, go back, Coney Waves. Going to the printer any day now. We'll have this to you in time for Christmas. And one last thing, Writhe in Pain on Indiegogo and Fund My Comic. I'm going to just share the Writhe in Pain page, the Indiegogo page, if I can find it. Here it is. This book also, everything's done except the lettering. All the artwork, the colors are done. My script is done. I sent it over to Dexter Weeks to letter the book. really excited about Coney Waves and Writhe in Pain, 2 books I'm putting out this year. I think they're 2 of the best books Haunted Pizza has put out. We got gorgeous covers by Chris Graves, inked by Shelby Robertson. Edwin has a Shelby cover we're going to talk about soon. We got a cover by Spawn's Kevin Conrad, who I just met at SpawnCon. Awesome guy. Another cover by Spawn's Kevin Keene, and a cover by our own Mike McMahon. Killer cover. And then interior artwork by Chris Graves. Guest inks by Chance Wolf. And this book is gorgeous. All the artwork is done. We'll be fulfilling this hopefully in December too. It's going to be a busy month at Haunted Pizza, fulfilling Coney Waves and Writhe in Pain back to back. Here's some of Chris's black and white artwork. There is an oversized black and white edition of the book as well. You can get that awesome cover inked by Shelby for the black and white oversized edition. Sample of some of the pages with the awesome lettering by Dexter Weeks.
Yeah, man, this looks great, man. So really digging the look of this book. Yeah.
Thanks. So the lettering is heavily influenced by Spawn. So at SpawnCon, I got to show the book to Tom Orzechowski, the famed Spawn letterer, and he liked it. The stuff he really liked was the stuff we completely ripped him off of. But yeah, he loved this balloon that we did for our villain, Father Snook. Yeah, he was very complimentary of Dex's work, and he gave some good critiques as well for improvements. We still got some original artwork left. We got this trading card by Stephen Strange. There's a 12, well, I think it's 12 or 13 with stretch goals, trading card set. Guys, you can get this. The base set is 9 cards, but with stretch goals, I think we're up to 12 or 13 cards. Between Indiegogo and Fund My Comic, we're about $400 away from $25,000. So thank you for the support. Some more original artwork. We also have a blacklight poster featuring artwork by Chris. Some more artwork available for sale. Some sketch cards. I think we might have 1 sketch card left. All the add-on sketches are gone. Here's the blacklight poster, what it'll look like in color. We've got the Ouija board. Very controversial add-on. We got the Slam Buddies. Edwin, I know, is a fan of the Slam Buddies, and we'll talk about them a bit. But guys, Writhe in Pain, in demand, not for much longer. We're going to close it out in December, and we'll start fulfilling your books for you by the end of the year. But again, thank you everyone for the support on Writhe in Pain and Coney Waves. It's been a great year. Before we get into Bloodbone, I'd like to say hello to the chat. We got Christopher Bouchard in the house. What's up, Christopher? Thanks for joining us. Mark Pengrin. I was angry at him yesterday. He turned on me in the chat on the horror movie club, as he's known to do. That's why I nicknamed him Ice Pick. He'll stab me in the back any opportunity he gets. But he's sharing the links today. I appreciate it. We got Chauncey in the house. Chauncey is part of that Writhe in Pain trading card campaign. Oh, I see in the private chat you told me I was sharing the wrong page. Yeah. Chauncey says, rest in peace, Eddie Guerrero.
Sir.
Yeah, we're all caught up. Thank you, Mark, for sharing the links. All right, Bloodbone. This is your second chance campaign on the preview book. Tell us about Bloodbone.
Yeah, so Bloodbone's the story of a man who returns to his hometown after being gone for several years. And he discovers that it's been overtaken by a criminal organization. So he decides to use the skills he gained on his time away to take his city back. So yeah, it's very much inspired by, I'd say, the first 2 seasons of Arrow. Anybody who's familiar with that knows, Oliver comes back from the island. He's got a checklist, and he's looking to basically take down a bunch of bad guys who, have been kind of having their way with the city. So play on kind of those kind of themes, about this big bruising vigilante who's basically, I compare him a lot to Bane.
Yeah.
The initial idea is like, what if Bane was actually like a good guy? What if he was, instead of being a criminal, and if he used his skills for good? I was really kind of intrigued by that concept. So Bloodbone is definitely doing things for the right reason, but he doesn't pull any punches. He's looking to tear stuff up. He's looking to break bones and smash these bad guys into dust. Basically doing anything he has to do to take back his city. So it's really interesting, kind of, to play with that kind of character.
And judging from the artwork, I would say it's got a 90s vibe to it as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. Donald can emulate a lot of that style, but he puts his own little twist on it. So to me, he was the number one guy when I finished the initial script, that I wanted to work on it, because I know he'd bring it to life, and I think it's his best work, man. He's did killer stuff on these pages.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Donald's work, and I got the preview book the first time around. I love Bloodbone. I can't wait for the full book, for the Slam Buddy, for everything.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be sick. Like, me and Joe Barr, we're going all out on it. We got a lot of cool stuff planned. Can't wait to start sharing it with people.
That's awesome. Now, this is, I believe, the third property you've released so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did 2 volumes of the Ace, and then my last crowdfunded project was Raid of the White Leopard. So
now, do these all exist in the same universe?
No, they're all separate universes.
Yeah,
I think the multiverse stuff has kind of been overdone.
Yeah,
I like the idea of just putting limitations on each of these characters in each of these worlds, and being able to just create and go from one to the other. So
yeah, let's check out the campaign and go through it. I'm gonna pull it up right now. So this is available on Fund My Comic. Mm-hmm. How's your experience been with Fund My Comic so far?
Oh, it's been great, man. Like I said, I put out Raid of the White Leopard, and everything was super smooth, man. Just the setup is super easy compared to the Indiegogo setup. I like that I can just reach out to Luke or one of the support guys. They can answer any questions that I have. So yeah, it's been a great experience. So it was easy to put Bloodbone on there for the second chance.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. Setting up a Indiegogo campaign, I will work on it like for weeks until it's ready. Mm-hmm. I can do a Fund My Comic page, set it up, and have it done in hours. Honestly, it's a very smooth process. And the great thing, like you said, you can just reach out to Luke. You can reach out to someone, and you'll get an answer back. With Indiegogo, I had to recently change my bank account, and I'm like a couple months into it. I'm still working with them, trying to get it resolved.
Yeah, it's just, I remember trying to close the Ace Volume 2, like literally sending them an email and just waiting days until they finally decided to get around to closing. It's like, you gotta help me out, guys,
Yeah, and Luke was just telling me he added a shopping cart feature back in August. So that's his answer to like add-ons. So now you can have a shopping cart where you can do a shipping discount if you choose to. So backers can purchase multiple tiers if they'd like. So I'm looking forward to doing that. I think I'm going to, when I launch US Assassin 4, I'm just going to do strictly Fund My Comic, because it can get tiresome doing these campaigns over multiple platforms.
Yeah, definitely.
In the chat, Chauncey says Shelby's Bloodbone cover is killer. We're going to take a look at it. And we got Christopher Bouchard saying Ace.
That's right.
How about I start off with playing the trailer?
Yeah, definitely.
Looks great. Did you do the trailer yourself?
No, that's good stuff. Did the trailer for me. It was
Yeah, great job by Good Stuff.
killer job putting it together. Yeah.
So here we go. Here's the Shelby Robertson cover that Chauncey was talking about. This is so good. This it screams, extreme studio 90s. You can see his Liefeld influences in here. I absolutely love it. He's just pummeling this guy into the pavement. It's awesome. It's everything I love about comic books.
Yeah, man. Shelby was the guy, So
Yeah.
I knew he'd kill it. So I just told him, let him loose, let him do his thing on it. He colored it. Everything just came out perfect. It's really actually owned the original art for this. So
That's awesome.
Framed up, yeah. So color job.
Are you you have multiple properties? Do you like to have a piece of artwork from every project when possible?
I have some pages from that Canales did for the first Ace.
Mm-hmm.
I have some pages Avery did for Raider the White Leopard. Donald does just digital, so he doesn't really, do like traditional art. But yeah, I had to get the original art for Bloodbone because it's a unique piece and just came out great.
Yeah,
it's huge too. It's like a 11 by 17s, I think. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I try to get a piece of artwork from every project when possible. John did Graveyard Shift, all digital, but I have some artwork from like Mike McMahon from one of the supplementals and some pinup artwork from other artists. So yeah, it's awesome. Just I don't know, seeing your ideas come to life and owning a piece of it. Christopher Bouchard wants to know, how many pages is Bloodbone?
So the Ashcan is 16 pages.
Is that all interior artwork, or is there supplemental stuff like behind the scenes sketches and stuff?
It's all interior story pages.
Awesome. Scroll through it. Look at some of this awesome artwork by Donald. He just kills it. I see some Keith Giffen influences in his work. I know Giffen was a huge inspiration for him, especially with Trencher.
Yeah, but Donald just captured it from the first couple of pages he sent me. You know, I knew he got the style that I was going for. Just very dynamic and just very kind of like it grabs you. Each panel you got something to look at. So
yeah, I love the he does emotions great. The expressions on this guy's face who's getting pummeled, absolutely great. And just so much going on in these panels. Incredible. Who is this big guy right here?
Yeah, so that's Massive. He's one of the bosses of the this organization. Basically, the idea is that Bloodbone ends up interrupting a meeting that Massive is having with his troops. And basically, Bloodbone's kind of been in the shadows, and he kind of makes his name known. During this night, he decides to kind of, take things head on. So you're gonna be seeing Bloodbone. Basically, the main villain is gonna be this kind of like shadowy organization. You don't really know too much about them, but you know that they're basically have their fingers in everything that's going on in the city. So Bloodbone's trying to smoke them out, by trying to make as much noise as possible. So he's gonna be pissing off some very powerful people, and they're gonna be sending people to try and take them out. So right here, just setting the table, just introducing you to Bloodbone and what he can do, and he can do a lot of damage. So,
who does the letters for your book?
SK.
Nice. Looks fantastic.
Yeah, this is added a bonus 4-page story by Maxi Dallo for the second chance. Nice. And this is like his artwork, and it basically has Bloodbone tracking down a serial killer who's kidnapping women. You kind of get to see him throw down with him. And you get to see him interrupting. Yeah, so it's a really kind of fun little short story there. Kind of some added material for anybody who got the first one and kind of wants to back this one too. Not only getting the Shelby cover, but still getting 4 new pages of stories. So
that's awesome. been meaning to ask you, who does the Bloodbone logo? That's fantastic.
Yeah, that's How Comics, Alan Alonso. He does all my logos. He's done the couple ones for the Ace, for Raider of the White Leopard. Yeah, I remember just telling him about the story, and he just came up with this, and it just blew me away. I'm like, this is sick. I got to get some more merch. I'm thinking about doing some merch for like a full Bloodbone #1. I did some shirts for the first campaign, which I thought came out really good, but maybe get like some mugs or something, just sign with the logo. I think it really stands out. It's really kind of dynamic and really captures the whole tone of like the story.
Yeah, that's a killer logo. It would look great on a hat or a t-shirt, or like you said, a mug. It's awesome.
Little beanie for the winter,
Oh yeah, definitely. And I see there's some dog tags. You could probably do some Bloodbone dog tags.
Yeah,
I'm all about merch and thinking of like different ideas. So I know, like, we talked before we went live. You've done Slam Buddies before. There's got to be a Bloodbone Slam Buddy in the future.
Yeah, I definitely plan on reaching out for the big #1.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm just trying to do something more that's kind of basic. Like I said, everything's already done for this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be ordering proofs probably in a couple of weeks. So like everything should be good to go for early next year, probably February, March, to start shipping out. So just about kind of getting it funded, and then the turnaround's quick. I fulfilled 3 campaigns. Raider of the White Leopard is about halfway through fulfillment right now, so that'll be fully out to everybody by the end of the year. So that'll be the 4th fully
nice
fulfilled campaign that I have. So I'm just trying to get these books out to people and get them in people's hands.
Yeah, you're doing a great job so far. Like you said, you're halfway through fulfillment on your third your third campaign, correct?
Fourth.
Yeah. So yeah, you're killing it. And yeah, Bloodbone will be fulfilling very soon for guys, early 2024. When do you see the full Bloodbone coming out?
Right now it's on track for fall of next year. So around the same time I launch this one next year should be the full #1.
Nice. Let's go through some of the tiers. $12, you got the Second Chance Ashcan PDF for anyone who wants it digitally. $15 gets you the physical copy with the gorgeous Shelby Robertson cover. Oh, he sold out of the first printing.
Yep. I only had like 7 or 8 of them, and I think that went in the first 2 days.
Yeah.
So those are super exclusive. Like I said, I didn't print too many of the full Ashcans.
Mm-hmm.
Those are super like limited. They're a nice collector's piece.
Nice. And you have a blank sketch cover. That's a nice option.
Something wanted to do. Like I said, something to show off that logo. Shelby helped design that. He put the little extra blood dripping out of it. It makes for like a dynamic, something that you can send out to your favorite artist and have them draw something cool.
I think I saw you share or tweet out like the sketch cover. Was that an actual sketch cover you had done, or is just like an example?
No, that's an actual sketch cover. Joe ended up testing it out for me.
Oh, nice.
I sent I had a proof, so I think he's sending it back to me this week. So I should have it probably by the end of the week to have on hand to show people. But it came out great. Yeah, the quality was good. Cause I wanted to have like an actual artist draw on it, so make sure that the quality was nice and that it held up. But Joe said everything came out good for the proof. So once I get in my hand, I'll probably just hit them up to get those in early. I think there's like a limit of 25, so it's like a little simple kind of limited collector's piece. So
get and then $25, double Bloodbone Second Chance. You get 2 copies of the new Ashcan with the Shelby cover.
Yeah, save you a little money on it. So it's a good deal for anybody who's trying to double up or want to hook up with a friend to grab a copy.
Now, is this like normal size comic or Ashcan size?
Oh, it's Ashcan size. For anybody who wants to know, this is the original right here.
Yeah, I love the Ashcan size.
Yeah. So like this is Raider of the White Leopard's traditional comic size. So you see like the difference. But it is its own original story. I think sometimes this isn't going to be like reprinted. Like this is
Yep.
brand new materials, like a zero issue. I compare a lot to like when Wizard used to do like the 0.5s.
Oh yeah.
And so they'd have like an exclusive story and like you could only get through them. So this is very like an exclusive like collector's piece. So this won't be reprinted in number one. Number one's going to be full 32 pages of original story. So this
Yeah,
is
I
like a
love it.
great introduction to Bloodbone. If you're into the character and kind of want something cool that's gonna commemorate his first appearance, this is it.
Yeah, no, I love that idea. So guys, if you want to go, if Bloodbone looks like something you're into and you want to go all in, you need this story because it's not going to be part of the main Bloodbone book. We got Chimera in the chat. Oi, what's up, Chimera? Thanks for joining us. And there's a second page of rewards. Let's see what else we got here.
Yeah, the only thing else available, I had 3 of the Shelby did some sketch cards.
Oh,
Those all sold out in the first day. So
yeah.
Shout out to everybody who got them. They were
That's
sick.
awesome. And what a steal at $30.
Yeah, those fully colored, just beautiful, numbered. Just like Shelby just went off on those. Yeah.
So guys, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. Edwin's, fulfilled campaigns before. He knows what he's doing. Go back, Bloodbone. I think it looks fantastic. We got Mike McMahon in the chat. He says, looks like a great book, man.
Yeah, thank you, brother. Yeah.
Mark Penguin says, I think Rick Saylor got 2 out of the 3 cards.
He might have, yeah. I know they went quick. I think they went the first 24 hours. So, yeah, snagged them up.
What's your long-term plans for Bloodbone? Do you see it being a book you return to, or is it a done in one?
Oh, no, this is going to be ongoing. I think I have a bunch of stuff kind of laid out for the future. Like me and Joe, like all we do is like DM each other ideas for Bloodbone for future issues and different stories and different stuff. So I think we're both super into it. So like we both want to tell like a fun story. It's super dynamic. I said tons of action. Like the visuals are insane. Like, everybody knows how much detail Joe can put into a page. And him drawing Bloodbone, he's bigger, he's badder than ever. We're gonna get into like introducing some badass villains and kind of kicking up the action a notch. So yeah, this is definitely gonna be an ongoing for a little while. We want to tell like a really fun, action-packed story with this character. I think he has tons of potential. Like I've had a blast writing him and everything. So I just want to keep going on that side. It also gives me like a full 180 from the Ace. Ace is my baby. I love writing the Ace, but you got spaceships, it's aliens, it's all this off-world stuff. The fact that you can kind of ground everything like in the street level with Bloodbone I think helps me kind of get re-energized to tackle everything on Ace. So it's been fun doing both.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's great when writers have like multiple projects that are so different from each other. I know after I did Graveyard Shift, I followed that up with Sea Dog, and I think that caught a lot of people by surprise. They were like, "What a odd choice!" But man, if I just kept doing Graveyard Shift style books, I mean, what fun would that be creatively?
You need to flex different muscles and stuff. And like I said, every time I tackle something new, when I remember like finished the first script for Bloodbone, I did Ace 3 script, and I just like felt like re-energized. Like it just gave me like different motivations. So, and now like I'm finishing that and I'm tackling the script for Bloodbone #1 again. I'm just like super excited, going back and forth with my artists and stuff. So it's fun, man. It's what it's about, making these awesome comics and getting them out to people.
Oh, we got Zaid Comics in the house. What's up,
What
Phil?
up, Phil?
Thanks for joining us. So you mentioned early Arrow, like season 1 and 2, a big influence on Bloodbone. What are some of the other influences for this?
A lot of kind of like the early kind of I guess you say maybe like 60s, 70s Marvel. Like the stuff with Bloodbone, like the people he faces, Bloodbone himself, there's a lot of like enhanced humans. There's not really like any kind of like big, there's no Supermans in this world. There's no like major superpowers. Everybody that Bloodbone comes in contact with has some sort of enhancement. I compare a lot to like when you got like, the early Spider-Man rogues like Doc Ock, Vulture, stuff like that. You wouldn't really consider them like these super powered kind of. They just have like these kind of enhancements that make them kind of super villains. So I
Yeah.
wanted to kind of play in that world. It's not a world full of superheroes and stuff. Bloodbone's backstory will kind of delve in a little bit. Give you a little sneak peeks of that. But he wasn't born like this. He was basically made like this. So
Yeah.
kind of wanted to play with a lot of kind of like those early Marvel kind of tropes and kind of do more updated storytelling with them.
Is Donald on board for the main book next
I
year?
know it's gonna be me and Joe Ball doing Bloodbone #1.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, definitely want to get Donald to do something
Yeah,
for it. I might have him do maybe some additional pages or a cover or something because he did a great job in this. But yeah, like me and Joe, we've been looking to do something together for a while now, and
yeah,
this is the perfect time. We're both kind of like in the same place in the same space, and he's been super jacked to do it. He's finishing up Death right now. So I
yeah,
think this was fun for him to work on, outside of like when he's banging out pages for Death. So like we were both
yeah.
like super
No,
geeked about it. Yeah.
I'm geeked for it. Just hearing Joe Ball's attached. One of my favorite artists. I think Death is going to be a modern day masterpiece. Everything looks incredible,
It is like
and he did a graveyard shift story for us a couple years ago, and I just thought it was incredible. He killed it. So yeah, one of my favorite artists. Excited that he's going to be doing Bloodbone with you.
yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun, man. It's like
Yeah.
you know, can't
So
wait for people to get it.
after this is Ace 3 next for you.
Yep. Probably around March or April. Right now it's about halfway colored. I'm just waiting to get fully colored and lettered. Like I said, it should be done by the end of the year. So everything stays on track. Like I said, we'll launch it probably around March. I'm thinking to the
Yeah.
full Ace 3, and so it's gonna be a lot of fun, man. Like when people see the cover for that, when they see like where the story's going, I think they're gonna be super excited because we're kind of taking everything from the first 2 books and taking it up a notch. Like I said, Canales has gotten better. My colors, how comics has gotten better, and they're just churning out beautiful pages, man. So I'm super excited to start sharing that once the year starts.
So with multiple properties now, it seems like you got a pretty full schedule. Is your like next year mapped out?
Yeah, pretty much. Like I said, it's not just about putting out books; it's about fulfilling them too. So
Hmm.
like I always makes if when I'm taking a break, the break is just to focus on putting out and sending books out to people.
Yeah,
So make sure that those get out, and then the next one will start once books start being shipped out to people. So I'm kind of very big on that, and then the pattern that I think I've set now, like 4 campaigns. I think people know that they can get these books and stuff, so they can back without having any kind of reservations.
yeah. How has the fulfilling been for you?
That's been pretty smooth. The raid campaign didn't have anything too crazy.
Yeah,
The only thing is going to be packing up the original art to send out. That's going to be a little tricky, but talking to Shelby about it, he's good about sending original art. I just like to make sure that it gets to people, safe. That's like
yeah,
my main concern. So get it shipped out to people, but everything else was standard comics. It's kind of like I said, 4th campaign. So like I'm used to the Gemini mailers, the tape, the bags and boards, all that kind of stuff. So
yeah.
that's
You're an
like
old pro at it
secondhand. Yeah,
by now.
secondhand. Yeah.
I'm disappointed. The post office, they did away. They had a priority mailer box that was like perfect size for original artwork, and
Yeah.
they did away with it. Before they did away with it, I took all the remaining
There you go.
boxes from the.
Yeah, I know Shelby has a site that he orders his from. I gotta like get his information again so
Yeah.
I can kind of pack out the original art and get it out to people.
Mark says Shelby is the gold standard when it comes to
Yes,
shipping comics and
like I
art.
said, I've gotten several things from Shelby. Like he always packs everything super super safe, make sure it gets to people in great condition. So yeah,
Oh yeah, I think Shelby's great. I almost feel like we all love him here, but I almost feel like he is I don't know, he deserves more recognition in our community. But yeah, he's fantastic.
yeah.
So any well, I was going to say you got 3 properties now. Is there any other like new IPs rattling around in your brain that you're thinking about?
Oh yeah, there's this one project that I've had in my head since I was like 17 years old, but it still needs more work. You know, it's one of those things where it's so daunting that you're just like, man, where do I even start with this? But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm always working on different things. But right now, I think I've hit a good groove with these projects. So at least for the next couple of years, everything's pretty lined up correctly. So
Yeah.
just about fulfilling that work and get them out to people.
Yeah, I love the variety of your different properties that you have. You have a little something for everyone, I think.
That's the plan.
Yeah. So we're getting ready to wrap this up. Is there anything else you would like people to know about Bloodbone?
Yeah, like I said, it's an exclusive story. This won't be reprinted in the when I do the big Bloodbone #1. That's gonna be all original pages. And like I said, if you're a fan of Donald, yeah, I think this is his best work. Completely dynamic, really just beautiful work. It's got an amazing cover by Shelby Robertson. Everything's completely done, so the turnaround's gonna be in a couple months. You should people should be getting them. So, and it's I think it's pretty reasonable pricing. The shipping's just $5 US. So, especially like if you're in the US, you can definitely, it's a pretty good deal for the kind of art and the kind of story and everything that we're telling here.
Yeah, that's a great deal. Now you are at 69% funded. You're looking to get $1,000. You're at 688. Only $312 to go. 77 days to go. You're looking good. You should hit your goal in no time. But we want you to hit more. Is there any stretch goals on the horizon if you get funded?
We got some surprises, but we're
Yeah.
waiting to get funded to start announcing stuff.
Yeah.
We always got different things in the pipeline, so it's just about kind of making sure we get the funding goal first, and then we can breathe a little bit, and then we can kind of go from there.
Yeah. No, I understand. Man, I want to thank you for joining me today. I love everything you do. You're always welcome to come back on my channel. Where can people find you at?
Yeah, so the best place to find me at is Twitter. I'm at Edwin Aces. That's where you'll see all the latest updates or any breaking news or anything about my projects. That's the first place that I go to. You can catch me on the Hard Lines at 10 p.m. Eastern on Zay Comics channel. We're streaming tonight. Come hang out with us. And yeah, you can also follow me on Facebook too if you're done.
Awesome. I always look forward to seeing your wrestling posts on Facebook, man. A fellow wrestling fan. So
yeah, gotta love it.
Yeah. Guys, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Coney Waves. Coney Waves is in demand on Indiegogo right now. Book going to the printer any day now. Writhe in Pain on Indiegogo and Fund My Comic as well. We're just finishing up the lettering, and then that'll go off to the printer. Busy end of the year for Haunted Pizza. I'll be back on Wednesday for Revolution Live. We have Hojo joining us to talk about Mythicals 2. And then this Sunday for the Writhe in Pain Horror Movie Club. I've been getting a lot of crap about this, but we're going to talk about Shark Side of the Moon. It's sharks in space. How can you hate that? I don't know.
I mean, I built my whole brand on sharks in space.
I know, right?
Come on, how can you go wrong with that? It's outrageous.
Mark, I want to thank Mark Pengrin for sharing the links, and we'll see you guys Wednesday. Edwin, thanks again for joining me.
Thank you, brother.